What's up? Are we live over here? The camera. Oh my god. Yeah, yesterday. What's up, guys? We ended the stream with the camera falling down behind the computer. It's quite a dramatic shot. So I hope you got to see it. I mean, you didn't. There was like 2 people here. Oh. Okay. I just have to turn that down. I always have that up now because a couple of times I've had sound issues and wasn't aware of it for a while. Sometimes it ruins the whole stream. So anyway, I just got to check and make sure it's working all right before we really get started. Like 2 days ago, was it? My mic just decided not to work, like out of the blue. Completely decided not to work. Just no reason. Still don't know why that happened, but whatever, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay, so a couple of quick things. One, if you wanted to buy Cold War, apparently it's on sale right now. You know, if as a multiplayer game, Vanguard I think is way better. That's just me personally. As a zombies game, obviously this is garbage. Vanguard is absolute garbage. There is no game for zombies yet. They're giving us this half-ass bullshit, but it's not a real zombies game. But they charge the full price, so, you know, thank God for that. But Cold War is not bad. And if you're new to zombies, it's actually the best place, I would say, to start out of any of the zombies games that there has been. It's good to get you in, you know, the feel for everything and to do it. And if you just picked it up now, like if you've never played Cold War before, like the amount of, you know, content on there for zombies there's actually quite a lot. It's just they're not, each of the things is not very, you know, very hard to do. But if you're brand new to it and you've not played Outbreak before and you've not played any of the round-based stuff, like there's lots of stuff for you to go explore. You know, you'd have a couple of months easy that you could go through and, you know, play it and have a good time and, you know, check things out. But that's that. The new roadmap came out. Season 1 is pushed back for, this is now we're talking, obviously we're back to Vanguard. Season 1 is pushed back by a week. It was supposed to be this December 2nd. Now it's December 8th. And the photo that they uploaded today was same thing for zombies, is just new zombies updates. Not a new map, not new objectives, not, hey, we actually made a real zombies game for you, so you didn't waste your money. They just said new zombies updates. Sorry, guys, I didn't have the chat up. Deshaun and Eric, what's going on? It's good to see both of you. I also installed the trial thing. All right, that's awesome, man. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. We're talking about like what you can buy right now, basically other than this garbage that is Vanguard, for zombies-wise. Somebody had left a comment yesterday on one of my videos. I'm going to get to this in a second, I think, too. I'm just thinking of all kinds of things that I want to talk about as soon as we get started. Oh, with the free download, the free trial on PlayStation, you still need to have a PlayStation Plus account. So, yeah, you do. But right now, PlayStation Plus is $20 off. Matter of fact, let me see if I can... I might still have it as the last thing I copied. No, it's not. I can find it for you, and I'll put it in the chat here in just a second. I think it was... Oh, now I hope I can find it, but... oh, there it is, there it is. So, yeah, normally it's... Normally it's $59.99. Well, I'm trying to... Let's do this. There we go. So even if you don't have, you know, even if you already have PlayStation Plus, you can still, you know, you need to, it's good for a year. So you need to renew it from time to time. And it's not just for, you know, to play this online. There's other things that you can play online. Don't ask me all the different games that you need PlayStation Plus for, because I don't know. But anyhow, it's $20 off right now, so that's not bad. That's an Amazon link. It'll take you to Amazon, and you get the PlayStation Plus Pass for $39.99 instead of $59.99 right now. Black Ops 4, I believe, is on sale, depending on what you get. Now, one big thing to remember from that, don't ask me where, because there's like these bunch of different places and all that kind of stuff. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. The thing to keep in mind with that, though, that was still when they had the Battle Pass. So if you buy Black Ops 4, even if you find it on sale, hey, I get the digital download version. Instead of $60, I paid $40. Okay, cool. But only thing you're getting with that is that first season, what we now call seasons, what we before were calling, what came on disc. So you're only getting that stuff. So again, if you're a Zombies player, you actually get 4 maps, which is pretty damn good. I mean, that's kind of a whole year for Cold War. You get Voyage of Despair. You get, what do they call it? Classified the 5 remake. Fox, what's going on, buddy? Happy Friday, bro. I finally got Vanguard. I played it yesterday. It's fun. Cool. Glad you got it. The trial, or you bought it? Then there was Blood of the Dead and 9. So you actually get a lot of stuff on disc with that. But if you want the rest, like of the Zombies maps that came with it, or all of the multiplayer maps, I don't know how many people even still play that game. But you got the full game. All right, cool, man. That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so you would have to pay for the season pass, or you'd have to pay for the individual seasons. And I think they called it the Black Ops Pass that year, something like that. And it's like the cost of a full game. It's $60 or $50, something like that. If you buy it all together, it's $50, I think. And then if you buy it individually, it'll come out to like 60 or 65 for the whole year. So keep that in mind before you actually buy it. It's not, right after that, I think Modern Warfare, right? The follow that was the one that changed it. We went into these seasons and no more paid DLC. It was all free DLC but they really hyped up, buy this skin, buy this camo, buy that, whatever, so they could get more money that way. Because I almost got it. I was thinking to myself, I have BO4, but I have it on my PlayStation 4, and again, still don't have a PS5. Probably, at this point, I don't know that I'll ever get one, because I love my Xbox Series X, and I don't see any reason to pay $500-$600 for a new console. Anyway, I just kind of don't see the point. But I was like, oh, if I get it because BO4 the game was a lot for the PS4. There's a lot of info on it. It kind of struggles a bit with it from time to time. It was, again, that's towards the end of that life cycle. So there was a lot of stuff. And like every Call of Duty game lately, they come out, they launch, and just stuff is broken. They haven't got things fixed. It's not right. They kind of push the limits of the whatever system, the system that was out there at the time could do. So it kind of makes the older consoles, and I had like a day one PlayStation 4, like a day one Xbox. I don't have not even the PS Pro or PS Slim or whatever the hell they were called. Xbox One X, none of that stuff. I had the Xbox One, I had the PS4. So my consoles would struggle a bit with that. You'd end up with like 10, 15 seconds between matches, like multiplayer matches actually change stuff, do whatever, because it just took so long to load and things were, whatever. But I was like, oh, maybe I'll just get that for my Xbox, and then I'll start, because I don't know how much more I could play this. If you watched my stream yesterday, thank you. Sorry, I kind of lost it. Not even didn't lose it, but I just was letting the full anger and kind of letting the full anger out about what they released to us, and they're still trying to pass it off as an actual game, and it's just not. There's 3 objectives. You can do this whole thing in 5 minutes. A lot of us pay for Call of Duty every year with zombies being our main reason for getting it. The multiplayer is completely separate. Fox, you missed yesterday. That's all good, man. It's all good. Eric, you too. Butter, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Guy, to you too. I'm just messing with you, man. It's good to see you guys. Thank you all. So I was just kind of losing it yesterday. Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm playing the same 3 goddamn objectives over and over and over and over and over and over again. Paid $70 for this game. Did I try Halo? No, I downloaded it though, and a buddy of mine, he actually texted me, not last night, but the night before, he actually texted me like, hey, you want to hop on and play some Halo? And I didn't even see his text, so I never ended up hopping on. And then yesterday he couldn't, and I was kind of, like I said, yesterday I was kind of just disgusted by the end of the stream. And I was just done. Like, I didn't turn the console on after that stream for the rest of the day. I walked away. I'm done. But I will play it this weekend though. For sure, I will play it this weekend. Halo's pretty fun. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying, so I'm looking forward to it. Excuse me. So, yeah, I mean, we were doing challenges again yesterday, doing the whole grind and doing all that kind of stuff. You can see we got her to level 13. We're going to use her gun today, her favorite gun, because you get extra XP and all that kind of stuff. But I was just very annoyed that, again, that they're trying to pass this off as a real game that they sold us. This is part of the big thing too, is they still have not come out and said anything publicly. Like, hey guys, sorry about this. We're gonna get our shit together though. Or, hey, this is what was intended. I don't know what you're complaining about. This is exactly what we meant. I mean, they've said nothing. And then, again, the photo comes out today. They updated, hey, Season 1 is pushed back a week. They pushed back Season 1 last year a week, too. In and of itself, that's not bad. But what they uploaded, Ramiro, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you again. Thanks for dropping by the stream. What they put out was that photo, and it says, again, it went from December 2nd to December 8th now. Hey, new maps are coming for multiplayer. New weapons, new camos, new zombies updates. No new maps. They've not announced anything yet. No new maps. No new objectives. No new anything other than new zombies updates. I mean, we had an update a couple days ago. We get updates all the time. So that they're not telling us anything, and they keep, just, hey, suck it up. You gave us your money. Now, deal with it. Like, that's the attitude that we're getting from them right now. And it's really got me pissed off. So, today might be the last Vanguard zombie stream until they actually release some real content for us. A real map, real objective, like more objectives, something. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I mean, it's just... Deshaun, even though I installed the trial, I still haven't played it. Multiplayer is a lot of fun, man. I think you'll like it. I mean, I think it's fun. That's one of those personal preference things too. So, a lot of people love Cold War. I did not. I hated Cold War multiplayer. What would you be doing in the meantime? Great question. So, like I mentioned, I was thinking about getting BO4 on my Xbox. But then I realized, like, I mean, even if I get it on sale, I could just, that'd be fine. Like, I pay $20 for it, or I could just go to GameStop. I'm sure I could get a copy for $5. Who the hell's buying BO4 these days? But then I was like, I'd have to pay full price for the season pass. I completely forgot about that. But I could play through the BO4 zombies. I've done BO3 on my channel before, but I did it not this past summer, but like the summer of 2020. And I had like 200 subscribers at the time, so you guys didn't really even see me play through that. So I could do that. I could be going back and playing IW. I could do BO4, which I never really did. I kind of messed around with BO4's zombies, but I don't think I've ever completed. I mean, kind of like the first Easter egg I ever did was getting the Unclassified, the 5 remake, was getting the Winter's Howl. You actually get like an achievement for it and do all that kind of stuff. BioShock? No, I'm not playing BioShock. Although, I mean, that'd be kind of cool, actually. But I'm not going to do that. Please. I don't know, man. Actually, I mean, I'm open to other things. I am open to other things. BioShock is a good game. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be awesome. I just never got around to it. How many are there now? Is there like 3 different BioShocks at this point? But anyway, again, my main focus is zombies, so I'm wanting to stick along, those kinds of lines. I could, I go through IW again. I could be BO3. Maybe BO4 would be like the first thing, because again, for me, it's like I never really played. Again, I didn't play all of the maps actually at all. That's not true. I've been in the boss fight for Voyage of Despair. Again, a map I personally love. I know most people hate it, but like it's for most people, it's one of the least favorite maps of all time. I love it. Butter, they have 3 of the games. Yeah, okay, I thought so. That would be dope. Not too many people go back to play great classic games. Yeah, I mean, it's an idea. It certainly is. I'm just hoping that it won't come to that. But again, next week definitely going to start. I had mentioned that I was going to play this during the day, and then maybe a couple of nights a week I'd play Cyberpunk 2077, or whatever the hell number it's called. We're definitely going to start Cyberpunk next week. That might be what I start Monday morning. It very well could be what I start Monday morning. I bought it, like I said, I pre-ordered it, and then there was, I was so busy with Cold War, and then the issues with Cyberpunk. It's probably like the worst release of any game ever, right? But I still do want to experience it. So it's been sitting on my console forever. There it is. I've literally never even clicked on that thumbnail to like start the process of like, doing the game. So we could definitely do that. I got it, but was never able to finish it. It's been like a year since Cyberpunk dropped. Yeah. Like exactly a year. It came out like pretty much at the exact same time as Cold War Zombies did. But just to give you an idea of how little people give a shit about Vanguard Zombies this year, I mean, we've been over the sales issue that, in the UK at least, sales are down 40% from Cold War a year ago. That's just the UK. Don't know what the US figures are. Don't know what the worldwide figures are. But the UK numbers were actually released. I don't know why or how or why. Whatnot, but that's what it was. Is Cyberpunk still broken? I honestly don't know, Romero. But at this point, it's actually going. It's as good as it's going to be. There were updates throughout the year with file sizes bigger than the actual game. So I mean, it's as good as it's going to get. I think the biggest problems now is like visual glitch type stuff. You know how we load in every loading screen here? We're going into a zombies match, and our arms are all like weird and twisted and broken. I think it's more like that kind of stuff rather than actual game-breaking problems, but we'll find out starting, I think, Monday. So if we go to my channel and you go to, like, you click on videos and then select most popular videos, like, sort by most popular. There's like how to download Cold War, the beta, a couple of those kinds of videos, and then 5 of the next like 7 or 8 videos are like how to play Cold War for free, when they would do a free access week. And it gets 15,000 views or 12,000 views or 10,000 views, like the individual videos throughout the year, because they did a lot of free access weeks throughout the year. The first video I did about how to play for free last year did like 16,000 views. I put out a video like 4 or 5 days ago saying, hey, it's coming, whatever. That video has 500 views. And then I put out a video yesterday on stream. I made the video during the stream yesterday showing you actually how, and put it together and then uploaded it. That's got about 200 views. People do not care about this game this year. And I think really what the big problem is, one, they've heard, zombies people, if they didn't buy it, pre-order it, they heard like, oh, this is awful. There's no reason to get it. Everybody has said, don't buy it. All zombies, YouTubers, streamers, whatever, like, don't get it. Don't get it. It's terrible. There's nothing there. Don't get it. Until, they actually release us some content for it. So don't get it. Or they remember, okay, this is Sledgehammer Games. The last game they put out was a World War II game. Didn't do particularly well as far as a Call of Duty title goes. And they followed it up with another World War II game. Now, I personally really like the multiplayer in this. So, and again, I think it's way better than Cold War's multiplayer, but I understand that comes down to just personal preference. So as far as a multiplayer game, I actually think it's way better than what was put out last year. As far as a zombies game, like, again, you can't call this a game for zombies. It's just not. And as easy as everything was in Cold War and as kind of stripped down and basic as things were, at least there was something to do. And they gave us stuff to grind for, you know, with the Ethereum crystals, upgrading perks, upgrading weapons, upgrading field upgrades, all that kind of stuff. So we had plenty of stuff to do. At the beginning of last year, man, I was not shy on making content. I wasn't shy on doing anything. There was get on stream and play, man. There was tons of stuff to do. I just wish I got it digitally, but I got it as a disc, Deshaun. Well, you still get the updates for it, Deshaun. So you should, like, the game should be as, you know, you would have to have kept up with the updates and downloaded them. But damn, I think I sell my copy. Nobody will buy it. I mean, for Vanguard, not a lot. You won't get a lot for it. That's for damn sure. But anyhow, so that's kind of all the stuff that's going around. And again, yesterday I just got to the point where it's just insulting that they give this to us and they don't say anything about it. Like, I haven't even played the multiplayer since maybe Monday. Like, I get on this and just by the time I'm done, I'm just sick of it. Like, and kind of sick is the right word. And last night I wanted to watch, you know, the football game as well. So I probably wasn't going to be on regardless. I might have hopped on, you know, after that though, which I've been doing, you know, a fair amount. But okay, so that's my kind of little ramble for the day. Well, you know, to get started here, we've been going for a while already. So we're going to hop back in. We got the NZ41 we're still working on. I don't know why it has those little green dots. It drives me insane that they're there when there's nothing for me to, there's no, like, this is what I was talking about, like a visual glitch, like her arms, like, they're coming out of her breasts, and two, they're folded and collapsed in on themselves. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's how little they care about zombies, though. They haven't even fixed that. That's a day one issue. They haven't added anything new. They haven't done anything. But they didn't even fix that visual issue. Like,
thank you for coming to my assistance.
This is why yesterday I just kind of lost it. You know, it's...
You will need your Dark Aether partners to counter the powers.
It's just so insulting what they've, you know, handed to us. And they basically just said, you know, who gives a shit about you? So I think, honestly, and I mean this seriously, sales are down, and reviews, at least, again, from the zombies perspective, this year, are absolutely terrible. And that, for us, and really for the series, could be the absolute best thing that ever happens. Because they've been, again, we've had a game released to us since, at launch, since at least World War II, when the majority of the game was kind of broken at the beginning. Like, why are they not releasing, like, I mean, they have their schedule, right? It used to be October, now it's like every November, you know, Call of Duty game has to come out. Maybe they need to take some time. And I was saying this yesterday too, is maybe what they really need to do is just take the time. If a game is not finished, don't release the game. You're releasing, you know, I mean, why would you pay $70 for a game and be like, you know, hey, in like 4 or 5 months, it's probably going to be fixed, though. Especially for a game like Call of Duty that is a yearly title. That in 12 months, you're going to be buying the next one. So for half the year, the game is incomplete and broken, to at least to a degree. So instead of adding new things every year, maybe what they need to do is strip things back a little bit. Go back to the more basic, you know, Modern Warfare 2 of old, the Black Ops 2 of old, not the Modern Warfare 2 that's coming out next November. Strip things back and go back to basics. Get that stuff right. And then when the core of the game is right, then add on new game modes on top of that as the months go on. Who wouldn't want a new, like a nice new update every month with like a new game mode? Like, that would be great. What I don't want is 15 different game modes at release when if it breaks everything. You know, and we've been over the issues with zombies, and again, I don't even blame Treyarch for this. I blame Activision because this, again, it was not supposed to be Treyarch's year again, and they didn't even find out until like March that it was going to be.
We'll find a good use for you.
You know, on top of they already had a short year, you know, a short turnaround time for Cold War. You know, and after, well, like toward the end of BO4, I think it was when Jason Blundell actually finally left. But they had a lot of turnaround, a lot of things changed. And then, but to, you know, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to go over it all again. Do you think Outbreaker is responsible for this type of game mode? For this type of game mode, 100%. I mean, there's no doubt about that. The thing is, Activision's, like, Outbreak was very popular. The whole mission last year, for zombies-wise, was, you know, in the past, is like, zombies is way too complicated. It is way too hard. People cannot complete the Easter egg without, like, having a guide right in front of them, you know, watching it and doing that. And even then, it's going to be super hard. It's just they have to be dedicated and willing to put the time in and do whatever. But it's going to end up being, like, 0.1% of the community. The people that, now that when I say the community, it's people that bought the Call of Duty game. It's not even people that played, you know, even logged into zombies specifically. It's people that bought Call of Duty. 0.1% of them will be able to do the Easter egg, or even will do the Easter egg. Now, when you see the numbers, like, you know, when you get an achievement, it's like this percent of people have done this thing, this achievement. If you go to my Instagram, it's linked down below. Like, I have a bunch of those kinds of things listed down there. Those are like people that actually played zombies. Like, how many people were able to do the Easter egg on whatever, D Machine, it doesn't matter, or that kind of stuff. So they really wanted to get that number up, and they did, by all means. Like, they really increased that number from in D Machina and then on Firebase Z. Those numbers went way up. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but they went way up. Now, the head writer for Zombies over there is Craig Houston. And he says, like, look, you know, for me, like, I'm not actually a great Zombies player. I love doing the stories or whatever, but for me, I'm not a great Zombies player. So Outbreak is a godsend for me because it's way more casual. It's the open world kind of, I mean, open world. It's still closed, but, you know, it's a bigger space. But, like, you can walk in areas like I'm at right now and have no zombies spawning, and you could be fine. Or there will be 3 zombies come at you, and you can, you know, boom, 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 and whatever. It's a way, 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 way more casual zombies experience. Ironically, the first Easter egg that they put in for Outbreak, which was the Legion boss fight, was super fucking hard. It was like the hardest boss fight in all of zombies outside of like Mephistopheles in IW. And that, yeah, I'd say Mephistopheles is still harder because the variation of attacks. But it's super hard. Like, if you were able to do that, like, you're a pretty good player. But you're not really a pretty good zombies player. You're just a pretty good Call of Duty player because it's not really a zombies issue. It's just chaotic and things are going crazy, whatever. The next Zombies Outbreak Easter egg that they put in was unreal easy, like super. You had to fight the tree again, you know, whatever. But it was super easy, and it was never intended to be this on the same level as Legion. It was meant again just as like a little. That was like a stopgap between Easter eggs because there was another big break between eggs. So it was just like, hey, or here's this one, you know, it's fine. And then we're getting to this round-based map over here in like another month or so. So do this while you're there. And it was just super easy. But the whole Outbreak mode is, yeah, it's for the casual player. And it did very well. So that's why we have this now. But like we got the Outbreak mode. This is the Outbreak mode, but shrunken down to a tiny scale. And we've got half the amount of different kinds of objectives to do. Like, nothing about this is good. Plus, once you get an objective, once you're doing this... See, the difference is, like, in Outbreak, you would go to one of, like, ended up being 6 or 7 different maps, right? And you could just wander around and check things out and explore. And when you were on that map, that's when you did the objective. But you chose when you got to do that objective, and up until that point, you actually started the objective... When you click that button, you could just walk around and explore. You didn't have to hop in. Here, we've got like a literal multiplayer map, and we don't even have access to that full multiplayer map to wander around and explore. And then once we start an objective, you have to be doing that objective, and it's let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't, like, how am I supposed to explore while I'm doing this? Like, where I can't go, oh, no, I'm getting killed if I go out there. I have to stay in this literal bubble. So there's nothing, like, there is no casual, cool, like, just hang out kind of thing to do. And again, the only place you can do that is in the Stalingrad area, but that's a multiplayer map, and you don't even have that whole multiplayer map available to you. To play Red Star on Vanguard multiplayer, you have way more different areas. I mean, the actual places you can go on that map, it's more than what you can do in the zombies mode when you have like free range to go around. It's absurd. So again, you know, they just calling this a zombies mode is. It's really just kind of insulting. It's not a zombies mode. This is not a zombies game. It's not a complete zombies anything. And again, that a lot of people buy Call of Duty every year with their main focus being zombies. This is a huge slap in the face. And again, on top of it, not that that they released it like this, but that they still have said nothing to us about, hey, we're getting on it, or hey, you know what? This year is scrapped. Forget it. Go back and play other stuff. We've got too much work, too fast. Like, we can't do it. We need a break. People are literally keeled over underneath their desks crying because of all the work we've been trying to do these last 3 years. Like, trying to get stuff done between Cold War and now this. Like, aren't Activision a bunch of cunts? Feel bad for us, but we have to take the year off. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay. At least I would understand. But now, like, with... okay, I can't go on a rant anymore. Like, I'm getting flashbacks to yesterday. I don't want to do it. Deshaun, I feel like if they took their time on games, they would do better. I mean, they would be better games. That's for damn sure. And, you know, same thing's going on right now. People talking about the new Battlefield that came out. And, like, hey, in, like, 4 or 5 months, though, this game's going to be... Like, it's terrible now, like, all the problems. But in 4 or 5 months, it could be great. They released it now because it's the holiday season, and now they want the sales. Don't give us a good, complete game. Like, imagine a movie came out, and you went to the theater, and you bought a ticket to see this movie. To see Marvel Infinity War, right? And you got there, you showed up, and they hadn't finished the CGI effects on Thanos. You could tell that there was kind of a purple guy there, but it wasn't really Thanos, and the voice was kind of choppy and messed up, and the graphics were terrible, and it was kind of like a stick figure, like a purple stick figure or whatever, and be like, yeah, but by the time the Blu-ray comes out, like when you can stream this later in the year, like 6-8 months, it's gonna look awesome. But I mean, we had to put it out now, though. The fuck you mean you had to put it out now? No, you didn't. You had... See, that's all about stockholder bullshit. And we're getting screwed on the consumer side. Because they're forcing something out that's not ready. They might need to just take a year or two, God forbid, and just extend the... again, strip things back. Stop giving us so many goddamn modes. Stop, like, last year, the fire team... whatever the shit was called, that game mode, basically where we got the outbreak match from. People played that the first week of the year. They didn't play it after that. It was over. Nobody played it. But Treyarch spent a ton of time on it, and while other things were, you know, still broken and not working properly. Whatever. They do need more time. I mean, you know, again, at least they need to strip back so that they're not trying to push out so much every year. And obviously this whole, you know, again, I'm mainly focused on the zombies aspect of it. And even, God, now even going back to BO4, like, there was not supposed, like, BO3 was supposed to be the end of the story for Primus and Ultimus. Like, that was it. It was supposed to be done. Revelations was it, guys. The only reason why we got them, like, the reason why there's 4 maps at release, it was supposed to just be the Chaos story. That's it. And then you got a Blood of the Dead remake and the Classified remake. I mean, it's not... It's because Activision was like, wait a minute. These people are very popular in zombies. This whole tank somebody or other, and the Eddie Rickafin, whatever his name is. Yeah, those guys are really popular. We know that. Why are you done with that? No. Put them back in. So they had to do all of a sudden 2 zombie stories. And you guys remember the blue screen of death? You know, with that. I mean, if you were around for it, it was a nightmare. Okay, whatever. They need to slow down, shrink down, get their stuff right, and then expand on top of that throughout the year. Plus, it would be more fun throughout the year to get more modes and try new things, rather than like, here's everything, and you're like, whoa, I don't even have time to play. Like, I can play 2 things. I just don't have time. I have school, I have work, I have relationships, I have family. I have to go do things. Like, I can't do all of these things. And you just gave me 15 different things at launch. I don't even know what to look at yet. I'm going blind. My brain can't take it. Or if they gave us 3 to 4 things at launch, and then a month later added 1 thing, and then a month later added another thing, and then another month later added another thing. Oh, this is fun. It's 6 months in. Could you imagine, like, there's a whole new game mode called Fire Team something? Like, let's check that out. That would be cool. Whatever. But they don't. And they give us incomplete games every year now. I was playing Dead Space for the first time. That game is so scary. I never played Dead Space, Deshaun. In my friend group, I was the only one to do the Legion boss fight. When we tried it together, we always died. It was genuinely hard. Like, as many times as I did it, I was probably killed, like, I was probably like 50-50 for the times I tried it. And again, I didn't do it 50 times, but, I did it enough. By that time, Outbreak, again, to me, it was just like, it's kind of like all of last year. It was just kind of dull, It wasn't engaging enough to really hold my attention. It was fun, it was cool when it was new, but again, there just wasn't that much to it, you know what I mean? To make it really, like, make me want to come back and do it again and again and again and again. But it was kind of cool, a great idea for a mode, but it's just, and again, last year we're trying to get new people in. Like, this isn't for the super hardcore. Again, for Craig Houston, like he even said, like, for me, Outbreak is great because I'm not a great zombies player and I'm much more casual as far as actually playing the mode. So for people like that, it's great.
I'm not fooling around.
But for people that are like super serious about, like, you know, they want a challenge, like, no. I mean, the boss fight was, but again, once you've done it a handful of times and you know, whatever, you were ready to move on. Like, you were kind of done with him. And I heard they want to make 2 more Vanguard games so we can understand story and players. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that, but that's the other thing is Activision looks at trends. I mean, you guys remember the whole Advanced Warfare, BO3, IW, you know, advanced movement games. And that was in response to, what was that game? Titanfall and games like that, where they started having those kind of advanced movement first-person shooter type things. And they say, okay, everybody, this is what we're doing now. So do this, scrap whatever, you know, scrap whatever it was that you were working on, and now you're working on this. Like BO4, did you guys know BO4 was supposed to be, like, Vandahar came out and said it. It was supposed to be a sequel to BO3 with advanced movement, not a prequel boots on the ground game. And I think the map was called Seaside, something like that. With the church window up top. That was like a super power position that they ended up having to change like a few things about it. So the map actually played decently for boots on the ground, was because it wasn't supposed to be boots on the ground. You're supposed to be able to jump up there. Like wall run and jump up there. Uh-oh.
You just made your last mistake.
But games aren't easy to make, and especially these massive games that need a ton of support that they're trying to change and add things to and take things away from, you know, whatever, to get right. It takes a ton of man hours. As it is, you know, there's already been, like, you know, the virtual sweatshop complaints from each of these 3 studios being like, you know, game years, when you have a game come out, it's like the hours you work is insane, and they're not getting, you know, I don't go into the whole labor side of things, whatever, but it's crazy how much work they have to put in, and people were already complaining about that, you know, the workers, the people that actually work at these studios, like, this is nuts. And there was a lot of talk of, you know, getting things to change on as far as that goes, and, you know, again, meanwhile, I don't want to sound like one of these people, but then you've got Bobby Kotick, the CEO, making, you know, getting bonuses of, you know, around $50 million every year because we hit, you know, stockholders, we hit another milestone, blah blah blah, we hit another goal. But the people aren't getting overtime, and they're working 80 hours a week to push out a game, and he's covering up sexual assault. I mean, alleged sexual assault and all this kind of stuff. Like, again, this could be the rough year. Again, kind of what's happening with Warzone. You know, like that's like a Raven thing now. Like Raven runs Warzone. It's their deal. I don't know now with the new map coming out and how that's all going to integrate, but this is off the Modern Warfare engine, and that's what Warzone already works off of. So I think that's going to remain the same type of deal. That's going to still be a Raven thing. But zombies might be moving to, like, all of Call of Duty Zombies is purely what we now know of as Treyarch, and might splinter off into its own separate kind of studio. Like, this is the Zombies studio. It's not Treyarch, it's not Sledgehammer, it's not Infinity Ward, it's the Zombies studio. Or, you know what was the best thing that could happen? I really wish we knew, but it's Deviation Games, you know, Jason Blundell and his new studio. What if they're making another version, like a different, zombies game that is along the same kinds of lines of what we got in BO, well, back to from World at War, to like BO3 type stuff. That would be amazing. Let's do that. Please, for the love of God, please, Jason, do that. So I don't know, man. All I know really is like what you're getting from me from yesterday and today is just really kind of my disgust at this game for giving us this and trying to pretend it's a real game and just literally having nothing to do every day, like streaming it and like really, I want to love zombies every year. And again, maybe we still but I'm done with the whole, hey, in 6 months this could be really cool. In 3 months maybe it'll be pretty good. I bought the game now. And yes, when I buy a game, I want it to be complete. Like, shock of shocks, I actually expect the game to be finished when I buy it. Crazy, right? Like, again, when you go to the movies, you expect the movie to be finished. So, whatever. Alright. My Patriots won last night, so I'm happy about that, at least. Their defense looked really good, too. Offense was alright. Mac Jones, like, he's improving and improving and improving, like, as the year goes along. He's not putting up crazy, crazy numbers, but very efficient numbers. Like, he was 22 of 29 last night. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. The pick was kind of a bad one, too. But as a rookie, that's not, to be unexpected. So, all in all, it wasn't a bad, wasn't bad. And you got to keep in mind, too, that as of Monday, I've been, like I said, I'm doing my whole weight loss 20 pounds by Christmas challenge thing. So I've not been eating like I normally would in the past, too. I am way calorie restricted at the moment, so that could be part of my short temper right now, so keep that in mind. But it is still going well. I am still very pleased with how things are. Again, I don't want to talk about it like non-stop, like I'm on The Biggest Loser or something, but Fox, everything you said was facts. I mean, I don't know if it is or it's not. I mean, it's just I know that I'm sick of being handed half-finished stuff, that I paid full price for. It's just not, that's just not ready, and expected to be happy about it. Like, that's what really gets me, too. I mean, the thing that, again, what's really kind of bugging me with this is that, I mean, I'm pissed that this is all we get. Like, I'm really pissed about that. But that they haven't even said anything to us. They haven't updated us with, like, a post like, hey, again, we know this is not what you wanted. We didn't want this either. Just whatever. Explain it. Give us something, though. Like, this is pathetic.
My bullet for one.
I mean, if this game didn't come with a campaign and multiplayer, like, and again, believe it or not, a lot of people buy Call of Duty for zombies. They might play, the multiplayer a little bit casually throughout the year, but their big thing is zombies. And if you paid $70 for, oh, God forbid, if you bought the Ultimate Edition for 100 and whatever that is, the level of fury that I would feel. I mean, I would be down there knocking on Activision's door like, hey, come here. I got to talk to you out in the parking lot. Let's go.
Special forces.
When will I do a multiplayer stream? I mean, if I do a multiplayer stream, it's going to be with you guys playing with me. It's not just going to like, hey, watch me play multiplayer, because I'm not that good, you're not going to be blown away by my magnificence on the, on multiplayer. And people just don't want to watch when they can watch, you know, Scumpy and Simp and all those guys play on you know, streaming their stuff. Like, they're not going to watch me play, you know. Hey, I went 15 and 10 this map again. They're like, awesome. You know, they want to see V2 rockets being dropped left and right, and they get 105 kills and, you know, died 12 times only. Like, that's the kind of stuff they want to watch. So if I do it, it's just going to be, you know, to be with you guys for the hang, you know, kind of like with the beta, what we did with the beta. Fox, I just played it yesterday and I can relate. Is it me or is it hard to get a lot of points? In this game, it's very hard. That's the thing is the points too in this are the same, like they work the same as in Outbreak. So you get 35 points per kill. It's like nothing. I don't want any of these. I'll put this on just because we need to use it. So.
Professor, it is time to bid your toy soldiers auf Wiedersehen.
I think I switched my my clip size yesterday during the stream, and it's. I just feel like I have less bullets right now. And we're gonna need more bullets. More bullets. I feel like I'm going through ammo faster, but maybe not. Maybe it's just.
You will answer my commands.
Maybe I'm just mistaken. And I really don't like to sit here, you know, and complain nonstop. I mean, you know, for some people, it's what they do. Is, you know, they go on rants and, you know, this sucks, that sucks, everything sucks, suck, the world sucks, you know, whatever. And some people like to watch that, but I think most people really don't want to hear, you know, the bitching and moaning and complaining. Like, get on with it. And at a certain point, you either get on it with it or you get away from it and stop doing it.
To special forces.
We
have a chance to go on the offensive.
And I just don't like to sit here and complain. I wish it was great and I could just like, I'd rather hop on IW and have fun on Zombies in Spaceland and be like, isn't this fun? You know, like, how cool is this map? It's a great map, an all-time great freaking map.
Von List calls the shots, but his demon
And the characters are funny and fun. The maps are cool. The music is amazing. That's the bad thing about that game, though. Is like I can't play the music for you guys, or else I get copyright claimed. But here's another thing too. It's like, I mean, as terrible as this game like mode is, like fire here. That's how the gun sounds. Or it sounds like that. Which is it? It can't even get the gun sounds right. It depends on where you're standing in the room. It's just nonsense, man. Can you guys tell me, like, do you, I mean, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, watch other zombie streamers and stuff. It's not just me, I'm sure. But I haven't watched anything. I can't even tell you when I was able to watch somebody else. Like, I actually caught, like, 5 minutes of Pizza stream a couple days ago, and he was playing like, he was doing, like, a Mob of the Dead day, so he was doing, like, the different versions of that. You know, the Blood of the Dead, Mob of the Dead, and, I don't know, maybe he did, like, a custom map or something. I'm not sure. But I don't know, what are they playing? I mean, they can't be doing this, right? I never... Sorry, hang on, things are a little tight in here. I never bought the game since I knew I wouldn't like it. I haven't seen anybody play zombies or talk about it, really. Switch to Halo and Battlefield? Yeah, okay. I mean, it makes sense. Again, there's nothing to... The only person that I know that's, like, going, full bore with Vanguard streams. I mean, honestly, other than me, because I have been playing it every day. Well, Monday through Friday. I've been playing this a lot, you know, on stream. Is Greg FPS. He's got like, I think he's got like 10 or 12 guns at gold. And I know that because I follow him on Twitter, but I don't want to watch, you know, like I have enough of this when I'm playing it, so like I'm not watching anybody. It has nothing to do with Greg. Like he's great. But I don't want to watch like play this and then watch somebody else play this. But in past years I would love I love that. I watched Cold War streams last year after I was done playing, or you know, on days that I wasn't streaming it. BO3, like I still go back and watch streams like for the day that maps came out, like just to see the hunt and how it, you know, like the fun of that, because we haven't even had that for a couple of years since BO4, because the hunt, you know, this past year Cold War is not much of a hunt. It's, you know, again, it's 2 hours and then it's solved, so just not much of a hunt. Again, they also didn't have to be Revelations hard either. Like, that was just randomly, generically fucking... Hey, good luck finding these bones that are hidden throughout the map. Like, okay. Not gonna be able to do that. Anyway. Eric, they aren't streaming much zombies. Insomnia Virus has been doing high round streams, but they get so boring. I mean, I'm not a high round person, so for me, I've never been infatuated with high rounds. And he's doing great, though. His channel is fucking blowing up from last year to this year. Like, he's doing really well, so good for him. And he always crashes in the high 100s. Yeah, I mean, the game... I've crashed on round 8, so... King Soul. As much as people complained in Cold War, I like the zombies experience. I mean, again, it was... I don't know that I've ever turned one of those guys before. I mean, the thing that you can say, at least for Cold Zombies, is when it was released, they gave us a full Zombies mode. Like, they gave us a full map. And there was stuff to do on it. And I think, actually, D Machina... people think, you know, a lot of people say Forsaken is the best map on that, and I don't think so at all. I think it's definitely D Machina. I really don't think it's close. Just the atmosphere of the place, the things you could do on it, the, you know, going into the Dark Aether, all that kind of stuff. I think it's still the best map that they put out last year. As easy as things were, you're correct, though, King. There at least was, you know, it was a full mode. There was stuff to do. And, again, they accomplished exactly what they set out to do, is they made things easier so people, more people could enjoy, experience zombies, period. Nothing wrong with that. We got another NZ.
Okay, people, try to keep up.
So I
say no to this.
No.
Assault rifle seems appropriate.
So I can't have 2 NZ74s. All right, I mean that makes sense, I guess, to a degree, but. So yeah, it was not hard, but at least it was there. And they, you know, basically they introduced a couple of new things with it that was, again, at the beginning of the year, it was pretty fun. Like, and there were things to grind for. You had the ether crystals, and again, to upgrade all your stuff, which I'm not opposed to having the perk system be like this instead of, you know, all permanently upgrading them. This way, each game you kind of have to choose how you want to play. But play what? Play this? No. And again, maybe as the year goes along, but I bought the game already at launch to play zombies. And there is no zombies to play. So, again, last year we had stuff to do. We don't have anything to do this year. I always played it after multiplayer. It gets annoying. Yeah, I mean... And again, for some people, you know, zombies is the main mode for them. And then when they're done grinding on zombies, they're like, okay, let me pop over the multiplayer just to have fun and hang out. A lot of people are probably more similar to you, King Soul, where it's like, multiplayer is my thing, and then I just kind of want a very casual hangout kind of a thing, and last year's Zombies was the perfect mode for that. You could hop on Outbreak and just really just chill out. And, you know, you complete stuff at your own pace, and then when you're ready, move on to do the next thing, or just, you know, whatever. It was very, very casual, and it was still fun for a lot of people. This year, there's just nothing. We'll put that there.
Sacrifices are rewarded here.
Let's see. Let's see if we get a few. We might have killed everything. I'd like to get a few more kills to double pat before we go into the next round, but we'll see. And that's the other thing too, is like I get so like, because there's really nothing to do, you just keep hearing the same quotes over and over and over again, and that's when you really get a chance to see like, oh, how little work was actually put into this, and it just makes me furious, man. It really does. Hey, this character, we gave him a whole 4 quotes that they can say. Awesome. That's what we were doing, the drinking game. The Toy Soldiers drinking game. All of the first week. And it seriously got so repetitive that it was just like, okay, I have to stop. I can't just keep saying this again and again. That's how often you hear the quotes. So, anyway, the whole point of all of this stuff was really like, I mean, I said I was going to be on here and streaming it, and that's what I'm doing. But after today, like starting on Monday, when I do my next stream, because I am taking the weekend off from this, I need like a mental break from even thinking about this shit. It won't be this. We're not. I can't see streaming this until they actually give us something to play that I can actually stream. So it will be. It could be BO4. It could be IW. It could be any number of things. It could be just Cyberpunk. I really don't know, but it's not going to be this. I just won't. I cannot take doing this same shit over and over and over and over and over again. The World War II theme wasn't needed this game. How much World War II games have we had? I mean, that's the other thing, and part of the reason why I think the sales are down. I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream today. Part of the reason why I think the sales are so bad this year is that the World War II game that Sledgehammer put out, called World War II, like 4 years ago, whatever it was now. Not a lot of people liked, and it didn't do very well. And while Call of Duty actually doesn't have that many World War II set games, and like the early Call of Duties, like the original Call of Duty and like Call of Duty 2 and 3 and whatever, like, yes, that stuff was World War II. But it's been over 10 years. Other than that, I think we've had one that was called World War II before this. But there's been plenty of Battlefield games. There's plenty of games set during World War II that I think the theme is just, not to mention movies and everything too. Like, let's not discount that. Because it just feels like we've been oversaturated with World War II. And even, like I said, before, when Sledgehammer was releasing World War II, people were like, dude, we've had so much World War II stuff. We're done. And then you looked and it was like, actually, not a lot of World War II games from Call of Duty at that point. It really wasn't. But you can't discount TV shows, movies, other video games that are set in World War II. Like, the setting is just... people are done with it, I think. I mean, not, you know what I mean? Like, done with it, but... it's not where they're looking to go. There's nothing like, ooh, exciting. What could possibly be in that game? You know what's going to be in that game. Because you've played it before. Like, they don't have to set things in the future to innovate and make things new. Like, they could have a, you know, a contemporary game. Hey, it's set at this time, you know, in 2020, 2022. You know, yeah, at least, you know, as far as the U.S. goes, like, yeah, we're always somewhere, right? With our guns up. But there's no, like, Vietnam level or Gulf level war that's going on. You don't have to set it there. You can create something from whole cloth against an imaginary foe. You make shit up. Use your imagination. You got creative people there. Make shit up. Let them make shit up. Let them create.
They succeed, their demons will be worse than ever.
I think we're going to stay on this map for a little bit, because this is the perfect farming location, map and mode. So we might just stay here and get some kills for a little bit. And just kind of farm some camos and some XP here. And I see a couple of new chats. I'll get to it in a second. I'm just trying to get things a little calmed down here so I can take the second to read. Blazing Creed, what do you think of this zombies? Oh man, dude, I've been going off on it for the last, you know, since this, for over an hour now. So, and yet all of yesterday. So, there is no zombies to really even consider. It's not good, and I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna go over everything I just was saying for the last 2 days again. Everybody's sick of me saying it, I think, at this point. Needless to say, it's garbage. I'll say that. I feel like an expert on it now, King Soul. Oh, World War II, you mean? Yeah, yeah. Blazing Creed, I feel like a lot of people are eventually going to get sick of COD and not buy it anymore. I mean, maybe, but it's still the most popular game every year, year over year, unless Rockstar puts out a game. You know, unless they come up with another Red Dead or another GTA. I mean, maybe not this year. Like I said, we saw this is the worst sales, at least in the UK, for a Call of Duty title at launch since COD 4. And 40% less than it was last year for Cold War. That's a massive, massive drop. And again, part of that, I think, is one, it's a World War II game, which we were just talking about, that people are not, they don't get excited about anymore. And two, Sledgehammer, the last game they put out was World War II, and that one didn't do so great. And again, people just weren't super excited about that one either. So that they put out another one is like, okay. So you can see why the sales are down. Although the multiplayer, you know, the feel of it is way, 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 way different. I mean, this is on the Modern Warfare engine, so, which is kind of ironic because Modern Warfare 2019, I believe, eventually became the best-selling Call of Duty title of all time. And last year's Cold War did very well also. This year, it's dropped off the table, apparently, so. And I would pause the game to read the chat real quick, but you can't do that anymore. Isn't Zombies awesome this year? People will always buy COD, and that's the problem. I mean, yeah, it's part of the problem. I think they need to take some time, get shit right, and just reevaluate a lot of things. You're not wrong. Like, maybe multiplayer people will buy it, but I don't know. I mean, nobody's, you know, if you bought this game for the zombies, you return the game. Or if you bought it digitally, you complained enough that you got your money back. Because you're not supposed to be able to return, which makes no sense to me, by the way. Digital versions of the game, like the PlayStation Store or Microsoft Store or whatever. But they didn't release a full game. So, people should be pissed. I'm pissed.
Challenge accepted, maggot brain.
I mean, I wouldn't be playing this if I didn't have a YouTube channel based off of, you know, Call of Duty Zombies. There's no way. GTA 6 coming out? Yeah, maybe in 2026, but don't hold your breath for that one, man. That's not going to be for a while. And that's coming from Rockstar, by the way. I believe that it's like 2020, 25 the earliest that would happen. I heard the remaster for the trilogy was bad. Really? I know people were asking me if I was going to play it during some of my streams, and I said I just don't have time. Otherwise, I probably would. But is it really bad? I mean, GTA 5, I know that's not one of the remasters that they just put out. But GTA 5 is my favorite video game of all time. It's just like, you know, that single experience, it was just the best. It was incredible. Yeah, they left lots of the code and stuff out in the open. So they took it down. Oh, okay. I don't know what's out right now or what's coming out in the next, you know, before Christmas anyway, that people are excited about. I get kind of hyper focused on, you know, like normally this time of year, like I'm expecting to be, you know, neck deep in zombie stuff with no breathing room in sight. So I don't like. And certainly was expecting it this year. So I don't even know what's coming, if anything, really. I mean, I think the biggest things were Battlefield and Halo and this. And all of those are all out already. Let me pop one of these out. So they took it down, redesigning it after releasing it, which is just nuts, isn't it? I think they should do the same with parts of Vanguard. Yeah, Blazing Creed. I did hear the next Black Ops is going to be released in 2023. Yeah, that's when. I mean, that's the schedule anyway. 2022. Next year is going to be Modern Warfare 2. And then it's Treyarch's turn again, so that would make sense. You know what I'd really like to see? You know what they could do, right? To take a year off to kind of get everything back in order. What they could easily do is release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered next year. The original Modern Warfare 2, not Modern Warfare 2, the sequel to 2019. I mean, the Modern Warfare 2 from years ago. The remastered multiplayer, and they fixed the one-man army and all that kind of situation, right? Then halfway through the year, they release Black Ops 2 Remastered. And they take away the theater glitch. So not every game is completely hacked and ruined. There, you've got a year. You could have easily, they could take that year and just get everything back on track. It would suck for Zombies players because there would be nothing. But hopefully by then, Deviation Games releases whatever they're going to release. But they would give themselves an extra year, like, to work shit out. That would be, I mean, I think that would be a good idea. King, the Black Ops name won't be able to save the COD name by then? I don't know. I mean, every year people say COD is dead, and every year it's the best-selling game. I really don't know about that. So, we'll see. The amount of times COD has been pronounced dead when, again, it's always the top-selling game. Just, I wish it would go back to letting COD have a lifespan of like 4 years. Well, anyway. Campaign was remastered. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 Campaign was remastered, but I mean, how often are you going to play the campaign, right? You're going to play through it, what, once again? Maybe a couple of times? But if they released one of the all-time great multiplayer, why, you know, they're afraid that they're going to lose new money on the new game, and people just won't buy it. And they're right, which is why they could take time and release them as the actual release for the year rather than as like an add-on kind of thing in, you know, April or something. Because it has been, it's like confirmed, it has been remastered by the studio. It's just not being released because they know it will really hurt their sales
Knocked the breath out of me.
of, you know, whatever current game is out. Wasn't Treyarch talking about doing a zombies-only game? Well, there's been talk that, you know, zombies is going to be splintered off, like I was saying, much like Warzone is its kind of separate thing now, that zombies would go in that same direction. And my take on it is that, you know, for the most part, zombies, Call of Duty Zombies people are huge Treyarch fanboys. Like, it's Treyarch can do no wrong until now. Treyarch can do no wrong, Treyarch can do no wrong, Treyarch can do no wrong. So, there's, you know, a lot of talk that they're going to go that way, that it would just be, they would expand, they would expand, you know, the amount of people that work for Treyarch Zombies now, like bring on additional people and kind of separate it from the Treyarch name even altogether and just maybe call it Call of Duty Zombies or whatever, something along those kinds of lines. Just make it so that their sole focus every year is they're continuing the zombie storyline. So it's certainly possible. There's been talk, and it seemed like, again, because Cold War Zombies was very popular, again, especially for new players, because it was, you know, easy to understand, easy to complete, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, with Activision giving Treyarch Zombies that we're looking at now, back in March, they were like, okay, you guys got it again, good luck. Which is why we're getting screwed right now as players. But, you know, they're like, hey, good luck, it's yours now. So, and you remember, Infinity Ward did not put out a Zombies game with Modern Warfare 2019. They just skipped it all together. So they're kind of... I haven't heard anything for Modern Warfare 2022. If there's going to be zombies, I would kind of guess that there won't be. So it's very likely that it could be whatever zombies we get going forward is going to be a Treyarch thing. I think that's a bad idea. I like, one, giving the studios time, a break between, you know, having that gap, giving them time to kind of refresh their brains, take time off, gain a little perspective, think about things for a little bit, and then like, oh, okay, this is what we're going to do now. Think about it, talk about it, have creative people actually, you know, crazy enough, sit down and get creative and think about what they want to do. And I also like that Zombies was different year over year. Again, I think the number one Zombies game to me is BO3. The number two Zombies game to me is IW Zombies. It was such a fun mode. And there's a lot of people out there that just like, you know, if it's not Treyarch, it's crap. Or they might acquiesce and say, well, Zombies in Spaceland is really cool, but overall, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, those are people complaining, Raven the Redwoods is way too easy, man. We solved that in 8.5 hours. Meanwhile, all last year, the same people just still loving on Treyarch, loving. The longest it took for a map to be solved last year, initially, was 2.5 hours. So that argument is pretty much bullshit, you know, as far as I'm concerned. It's just that they have a hard-on for Treyarch. They always will, whatever. So, but I liked having different, you know, you didn't know what you were getting year over year. It was exciting. And sometimes you ended up with a great, legitimately great game like IW Zombies. Sometimes you got something that was shittier, like World War II Zombies. But the first map there wasn't bad. I just don't like the idea of kind of being in this horror movie that's super serious, like hardcore all the time. Like, for me, zombies is you want to be on the map and hang out and experience things. When it's a hardcore, intense, never stop coming at you horror movie, it's like, it's too much for me. King, I would buy Black Ops 2 Remastered on the spot. I 100% would. I'd buy Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, multiplayer, and Black Ops 2 Remastered. Black Ops 2 without the hacks? Who wouldn't play that right now? I mean, I would. I definitely would. Oh yeah, I love BO1, BO2, BO3. Yep, those were the best. Done all the Easter eggs for BO3, King. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. And again, to me, IW Zombies was, like there's the first 3 maps I think were just great. Like the maps themselves, I think were really, really great. Zombies in Spaceland, I think is a top tier all time, top 3, top 5 map. Period. From any zombies mode, doesn't matter. It's just great. Raven the Redwoods, the actual map and like the side Easter egg stuff is really fun. And that was kind of before Cold War, that was the kind of like intro map. Like if you'd never done an Easter egg before and you wanted to kind of get into it, that was the perfect one to do. And that is exactly what I did. That was the first full, like I mentioned, I did the classified Winter's Howl, but that's not like a full Easter egg. You get an achievement for it and whatever, but it's not like an Easter egg. I mean, it is, but it's not you know what I mean? It's not a full story Easter egg. You guys know what I mean. And Raven the Redwoods was perfect for that. Like, that was kind of the intro. Figure it out, get good type of zombies map.
Sorry, was I supposed to be intimidated?
Again, a map that was deemed too easy by the kind of Treyarch Zombies community of people.
Should have kept your distance.
And then Cold War Zombies comes out, that's Treyarch, and it takes 2.5 hours. But I love it. I love the engine. They start talking about shit that, look, it does matter, the engine that the game runs on. But the BO3 engine, by the way, is kind of crap. You have the slide hopping, which is fun, but it's not good. It's still kind of clunky. But nobody goes back and says, yeah, in retrospect, it's kind of shit because of that. Like, no, they don't do that. So they start talking about the things that, whatever, I don't go over it. Analyze the whole zombies, quote-unquote, community. Again, I really don't think there is much of a community. There's a bunch of people that like a bunch of different shit that all happen to play the same game. That's it. Okay. Again, I really, believe it or not, I really don't want to complain about this crap. I don't want to talk about it. I wish I didn't have to. I wish there was a game I could play and show you guys, like, hey, if you haven't bought Zombies yet, you should, because it's pretty damn fun. It's got this, it's got that, it's got whatever. It's like, instead, you've got 3 different objectives on one map. Like, what's to explore here? There's like 3 radios sprinkled throughout this map that you can listen to. Found all of them, like, just wandering around the first day. And again, it's not like top secret, amazing intel that you're getting. It's...
Ooh, brains make a terrible.
But... By the way, if anybody has not hit subscribe that's here or hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. You help me out big time. And I appreciate everybody chatting. It's been a good discussion today. It's the only thing, honestly, it's me being able to talk to you guys about this stuff and have a little bit of a back and forth. It's the only thing that I enjoy about streaming Vanguard Zombies at the moment. Because, again, there's just not anything really to it. And it's just, for the most part, I mean, it's just kind of annoying and shitty. And I really don't want it to be. I really, really, really don't want it to be. But, okay. Again, it just kind of is what it is, and you just have to take it as such. You can't make it something that it's not, you know what I mean? And I want it to be I wanted it to be amazing. You know, all the things I expected, which was anything from maybe it'll be a bad game this year. Who knows? I didn't expect that we would get nothing. I didn't expect that this is what they would hand us and be like, go fuck yourself, and not say anything. And again, the new map, the roadmap came out today. So season 1 has been pushed back a week, which is not a big deal in and of itself. That happened last year too. But under the zombie, you know, it's like, hey, new maps, new skins, new weapons coming. This is all for the multiplayer stuff. And then under the zombies heading, new zombies updates. So there's still no plans to give us a map or more objectives or anything. And they're still not telling us anything. It's unreal.
Lucky punch. You won't get another. Thank you, Revenant. You are outclassed. I want that.
Oh, we already... I didn't even realize we're at the end.
Kill you long before help comes.
Oh, it's... I don't know, man. I don't know.
Soon, this war will span 2 worlds. I suppose it already does.
I just thought of something that would be really insulting that I have a feeling they might do. Oh my god, it would be... Because it's like there's nothing coming for us right now, like for season 1. It just... That they put that new roadmap out today and there's still nothing on it. Could you imagine if they decided to give us like...
Corrupted hearts as currency.
If they decided to give us a playable zombies character
Fooling around?
that was like Richtofen or Dempsey or something,
Should've run faster.
just to literally manufacture a little bit of interest in the game, not add anything to the game, not give us any game modes, not do anything like that, not even have them as part of the story in the game, just add them as a playable character, or maybe they give us Samantha again. I could absolutely see him doing that because the sales are so bad. And let's face it, all they care about,
Definitely worked.
if the sales are good, they're good. They don't care what it is, you know, what gets them there.
But once you are dead, you will answer my command.
It's like, hey, zombies response so far and people spending money on zombies is terrible. What's going on? We need to release some skins and stuff. Like, who do they love? Oh yeah, Richtofen, Takeo, yeah, this tank fella. Who is he? Yeah. Put that out. But they're not in this game, and I think they're really actually mad because we didn't actually give them any real zombie. No. I don't care. But they'll buy this Trank. Is it Trank? Trank Dempsey? Oh, no, Tank. Oh, okay, Tank. That's weird. That's what a weird name. Yeah, put him out. Go ahead. I could just see it. I could just absolutely see it. Gonna go now. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you, King. I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by, man. And hopefully we'll see you again here as well. And sorry for, again, this to everybody. I don't mean to get on here and just, complain about this, that, and the other, but it's just...
What's on your mind? My bullet for one.
It's just what's going on, and I'm just not going to be able to keep playing it. I just can't. So until they put something out new for it, like this is going to be the last stream of Vanguard. I am still going to be streaming Monday through Friday.
It is time to bid your toys
It's fine. You just talked about the game and around it. Yeah, I mean, just trying to deal with what what it is. You know, I'm dealing with what they gave us. So, and I'm sure I'm voicing the opinion of a lot of people as well. It's not just me that thinks this, but.
Your head.
But anyway, man, yeah, I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you chatting and hanging out. Very much appreciated. So, let's get one of these. Why not? But starting Monday, I'll think about it over the weekend, and honestly, it might just come down to Monday morning. I'm like, you know what? I feel like doing this, so I'm gonna do that. So we'll see. But just letting you guys know that it's like going forward, I don't want to do, you know, the same thing every day, which is basically nothing. Same 3 objectives over and over and over again for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Like I just,
My allies, I see an opportunity.
That's not what I want.
List. There it counts.
it's kind of crazy. Like you think about all the zombies that. Oh, I have something that I definitely can do. Aha.
Every corpse you destroy is a little
Okay.
slice of Kortifex.
I just thought of something I definitely can do. I need to.
joy watching you die.
It was on my old PC, but I can put it on this one too. I'll kind of have to figure that out, but
Shot went right to your head.
we can definitely do that. Okay.
I'm on a roll here.
Something I've been wanting to do for a while anyhow, so.
End of the road.
And I will keep that a secret. I don't know if we'll do that Monday, but it will be probably next week at some point, but 100% it's coming, and it'll be fun. It will definitely be fun. What mode? Oh, Blitz. I didn't know what I was even doing right now.
A face only a bullet of love. You blew it.
You blew it. What De Niro movie was that? He has that quote. You blew it. I don't remember. I haven't seen the De Niro movie in a while. I feel like watching something that he's done. I don't know why. I'm in the mood for some De Niro.
Well done, this.
I was just gonna ask what's the best Robert De Niro movie, but well, okay.
Ow. Right through the eye.
I was gonna say 100% it's Goodfellas, right?
Revenant
But-
revenge is the sweetest revenge.
He's in Godfather 2 as well. So if we're just talking about how good a film is, those two are pretty close, I think, actually. But then if you're just talking about, like, you know, just fun, cool, awesome De Niro movies, then
Always aim for
Goodfellas or Heat, maybe? I mean, Heat's great.
keep 'em coming, Boneless. I'll drop 'em all. Woo! You made me break a sweat.
You got lucky today, but you will fall. And soon. I swear it.
That was satisfactory. Perhaps
Oh, that's the other LMG. I haven't watched Heat. I mean, I've seen it a bunch of times, but I haven't seen it in a little while.
And I know von List felt it. It is but
Kind of in the mood for something like something bombastic, just big and fun and good.
it's time to feed.
Let us find a sinister.
I can't triple pap. We're unlocking challenges still, which is always good.
I'm not fooling around.
Headshot. I'm not fooling around. Like, what kind of reading is that? That line.
Get for wearing explosives.
I'm not fooling around. They don't sound connected. It's kind of weird. Kind of makes me like it more though. That it's like that. Automaton, we already have gold, so we don't care about that gun at all. What is this site that's on here, by the way? Okay. Did I spend this? No. We'll put that on just because, again, we just need to spend those Covenant Hearts. Just you gotta go through so many of them to complete the seasonal challenges for it.
Eat my dust, revenants. Off with your head. Triers. Can't stand them. Ha! Got you back.
Thought I heard you guys.
Son of a bitch.
Boom, 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 boom.
Splat.
Boom, boom, boom,
Gray
boom,
matter.
boom, 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 boom. All right, let's just go do whatever's next.
Feeling sluggish? Kortifex's magic steals your demon's power.
Prepare to kill and collect.
That's something that they did too this year that just it ended up being a very stupid thing for them to do is they added those quotes like feeling sluggish or anywhere but here, and it gets us thinking about the old games, you know, the good ones and the complete games.
Fight them all you want.
It was a terrible idea. I mean, obviously you can see what they're trying to do, but it ended up being such a horrible idea because all it does is make us think about the good stuff that, you know, zombies can be and that has been. Bad move. Kind of ironically too, like the one really great thing I think that World War II did that Sledgehammer did with World War II is the sound in that game was incredible. Like the best sound I think that I've ever heard in any Call of Duty game ever. It just sounded so good. Like the all the effects, like when a grenade would go off or a bomb would drop, like the sound of the rubble falling next to you and all that kind of stuff. It was just so good, so realistic too.
Your screaming days are over. Too slow, boom trier. Too slow.
And they didn't get the sound right at all this year. I mean, the gun, again, it changes the sound of the way the gun fires changes from if you step 1 foot this way or 1 foot that way.
Farewell. Naked hand grenade. You just made your last mistake.
See, these guys don't even run away. Like, they're stuck on you.
Fate's only a collective love.
When you get trapped like that, I've died multiple times that way since the game came out. You pop your Dark Aether and then they run away, right? Because they can't find you anymore, just like Cold War. Except this year, they almost always get stuck right on you, and they don't leave. And then as soon as you come back, because you only get 5 seconds because you can't upgrade it, they just turn around and game over. Oh, thanks for that.
Entities have their needs.
If you guys hear the
Send a distress call.
leaf blower outside, I apologize. Nothing I can do about it though. Okay. Oh, we can triple.
What's on your mind? My bullets for one.
Oh, there's 2 of them. I was like,
On paper, you should have won. But we don't try it on paper. Bringing down a Sturmkrieger is the best.
do, monkey bomb.
Light machine guns are my favorite.
So did we ever find out, is this the sites like that? That's the site that you can unlock. It's like an additional thing. It's not what comes standard, you know, that you unlock with the guns, like the different reticles that you can unlock. Is there something with that site and those reticles that make it like super sticky in multiplayer or something? Because I saw a lot of people using it. Even stuff where like the actual site itself, the reticle on it, makes it so you're more blocked from seeing anything that is could possibly be helping you to see. Where are you going?
Boom tryers. Can't stand 'em. Headshots definitely
It just made me think that there were probably like some kind of glitch to it that like gave it like a super lock on type of a deal. But I don't know if that's true or not. Love taking those guys out quickly. Very satisfying. Just because they ruin your armor, so when you get them quick, it's like, haha, F you. I don't know, man. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So good. That's at 4, that's at 4. We can get... Oh, yeah, we don't really have any cash. Oh, there was a partial lunar eclipse last night. I didn't see it though, and supposedly it was like super slow. It lasted for a while.
Rise, revenants, destroy these intruders.
I need to go grocery shopping after this today.
Ooh, ouch. Right through
Did
the
very good this week. Did very good this week.
I'm running circles around him.
With my whole
Should've been
dropping 20 pounds by Christmas weight loss plan.
You came a long way from hell for nothing.
I very much stuck to my new, I don't like to call it a diet, it's just what I eat. But I did very good with that. Was pretty damn strict about it. So I figured out, I didn't figure it out, I looked it up. I had mentioned it yesterday. It's about like 3,500 calories is equal to a pound of fat. So basically, if you don't change, like if your weight is holding steady, no matter, regardless of what you're eating, it doesn't matter. If you're 250 pounds, but you hold steady at 250 because of what you eat. If you dropped 500 calories per day from that, don't change anything else, you would drop a pound a week, basically in perpetuity. But then if you add, like, go for a walk, go for a jog, work out, blah, 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 you're just adding and adding and adding on top of that. So 20 by Christmas is actually kind of tight, especially because I didn't realize. And yesterday I think it was Deshaun that mentioned, like, can you believe Thanksgiving is next week? Like, holy shit, it is. Like, Thanksgiving is literally less than a week away now. I don't even have cash for that. So that means, that Christmas is a month away, which is nuts to me because it's been really nice here lately. We just had a couple days last week. It was 90 degrees. It's insane.
We need more allies. I have a plan for that.
But anyway, I don't know if I'll hit that, but it should be. I mean, my whole plan was go from 200 to 180 by then. And I don't know that I will hit the 180. I'm still going to try. I'm not going to, not changing anything. Definitely giving it a shot. But should absolutely get to do the 185. And, at the beginning, it's always easier to lose faster. And then, the further you go, it's going to be a bit harder. You don't have as much excess to shed. So we'll see how it goes, but either way, I'm already happy with these 5 days. This is the 5th day of results so far. So, regardless of how it ends up, it's going well. Like, for like the actual final numbers and stuff, like, it's ultimately not really what I'm after is the number on the scale. I know where it needs to kind of be in order for things to, oh boy. For me, like where a good number would be, just based on how I would, like, hey, I wouldn't have much of a gut if it was this weight or whatever. But the actual number, again, is not super, super, super important to me.
Let us hope whoever answers is not.
But anyway, it's been going fine, and it's just the more I talk about it, I just always feel
Time for a
whatever.
surprise.
Okay, it's all good. Let's just leave it at that.
March, soldier.
Okay.
Find the right place for
What's on your mind?
That didn't do as much damage for a triple pep LMG as I thought it should.
Your screaming days are over.
Fair amount of recoil on this thing too. I don't know what the attachments are, but
Rub down a Sturmkrieger. Too slow, Boomschreier. Too slow.
it was very manageable, the recoil, but there was a lot of it.
That shot went right to your head.
Is that fully reloaded? Yes, it is. Oh, what's that? Type 100? Nah. It'd be cool and all, but nah, not right now. We'll just keep what we got. I hear another big guy.
Son of a bitch. Headshots definitely work. They'll have to move faster to get the best of me.
Oh, look at this dude's legs. I think we took him out before he could even move. That's why his legs are still there. Watch how far you can throw monkeys, by the way. Woo! Tom Brady. Deep to moss.
Clang, clang, you're dead.
Yeah, let's get these. Yeah.
Ugh. Does this count as a performance enhancer?
Okay, let's go another round. I don't know what we need to do here. Again,
Same for the
it's the
skull.
same crap over and over again.
Craft here. Let's
Gonna get a little tight in this room.
Kortifex, the death of 1,000 cuts.
But hopefully we'll be okay.
You are there for one reason. Wholesale slaughter.
Rise, revenants. Dinner reserved.
Saffron Grime, what is that?
Headshot. I'm not fooling around.
I'm not fooling around. She's like it's half a question. She's not sure. Am I fooling around or am I not fooling around? I don't know.
How can a corpse hit so hard? You'll die for that. Die again, I mean. Off your head.
Hipfire and pretty much every gun in this game is fairly bad. Zombies wise, at least. And actually multiplayer as well.
No one will wait for you.
I have noticed that this year, which is pretty good, especially considering it's going off of the Modern Warfare engine. You guys remember the MP5 in multiplayer in Modern Warfare? I mean, you literally didn't have to aim your MP5. You could just go around the corner, slide, or hop, or, you know, whatever. And just hip fire you away. Perfectly accurate still. Let's pop one of these out. Get our explosive kills with it. And we'll take this dude out in the meantime.
Dear Frau Sturmkrieger, I just killed your darling boy.
We need 20 more Boom Shriers total with this gun. We are unlocking a ton of camos for this gun right now. You guys have noticed that? Like, they're coming pretty quickly.
Sorry, no autographs.
What was that?
I'm coming.
I love me the papish.
Farewell, two-legged hand grenade. That's what you get for wearing explosives.
I wanted to get him before the round flip because, again, we only needed 20 more
Something.
to complete the Boom Shrier for this gun. So not bad there.
But you hurt Kortifex, and that is enough.
You struck a blow, and I know Von List felt it. It's what he deserves. We have a message to send, thanks to Bellekar.
Always aim for the skull.
Okay. kill all of the boom shriers around the map. Again, try to finish up that challenge. Drives me nuts when they do that. Oh, there's two of them.
You will answer my commands.
Attention? You got it. Flat. Gray matter. Size and strength are no substitute for speed.
Rape them while you can.
I already got one. Okay. It's a corner. Legit just got stuck there. Alright, what? We could max our speed, I guess. Because why not? Don't need the cash for anything else at this point.
Headshot. I'm not fooling around.
I'm not fooling around.
Remember hitting me? I do. The breath out of me. Too slow. All of you.
Starting to run out of ammo again. Like, this happened with the LMGs a couple days ago, too.
A lifetime of clean living, and here I am guzzling mystery swill. Headshots definitely work.
I mean, we have our PPSH, so we can go into another round, and then we can exfil after that. Even if we run out of ammo, not that big a deal, because we got the PP. Use it, PP.
Bellekar send a distress call.
Okay.
Since we can't contact the world, we must seek what help we can get.
Da 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 da.
The orb must make it to the Dark Aether. Safeguard until it does.
Are we not in the Dark Aether here?
What's on your mind? My bullet for one.
I mean, it kind of looks like it out there. With all the red and whatnot. Nice little ammo.
Brains make a terrible mess.
Go ahead then. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
You just made your last mistake.
Ooh, armor. Can I pick that up, please?
Got you back. Headshots definitely work. Challenge accepted, maggot brains. Revenant revenge is the sweetest revenge.
Kerblumo!
It may take
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe if we had some story, we could find out, but we don't know.
Saraxis, it's time to feed.
Okay, let me spend one of these things again, just because I have two. Put that on because I got that thing over there. Put that right now. Sure, whatever. Great. Don't care. I really don't care. No, does that count? Oh, we got super sprinters. Round 13, huh? We're out of ammo for this.
Crazy little shits. Headshot. I'm not fooling around.
I'm not fooling around. Or am I? I don't know. I'm not fooling around.
I'll be a real monkey.
Shoot the boomers.
Real hero.
Hey, we got some ammo. Hate super sprinters, man.
How can a corpse hit so hard?
You are fools to do craft's bidding.
I don't like, you know how last year too, when you would hit your ether shroud,
My commands.
you would get a full clip.
Black. Grey matter.
They don't do that for you this year either.
Always surprised.
Oh, I'm out of armor. That's why everything's going so fast. And then he drops a non-papped gun. Like, come on, dude. Get real.
Should have run faster.
Nothing I want or need. Yes, it is.
Oh, brains make a terrible mess.
Okay, let's get some armor actually before we get ourselves killed.
Will serve you well in battle.
And then we can exfil.
Fools to do craft's bidding. But once you are dead, you will answer my commands.
Of course it gives me armor now. That's this game. You guys remember on Cold War, it's like when you get, I forget exactly what the,
What's on your mind? My bullet for one.
I forget the exact scenario, but it happened every time. It was like, you would get a max ammo drop, and then it was guaranteed that if you killed like the, it's not gonna make any sense because I can't remember the situation. But you would immediately, like the very next drop, and it would be coming within like 20 seconds, was always you would get another max ammo. Always. Well, we can just buy ammo here too. I don't need to wait for it.
You test my patience, mortals. Now pay the price.
A face only a bullet could love. Get in my way and I'll run right over you.
Just because we have it, I'm just gonna go spend it. The cash, I don't know if you get anything ever for.
Pretended liquor. Very bad liquor.
Spend it again. Can't get tier 4. We're pretty damn fast now though. That's fun. Okay, we're just gonna exfil.
That room gate summons a rift. Get inside and you are safe.
A rift portal will open soon. Get to it immediately.
9 special forces. 9. I will not let you rest.
Take that max in a second. That'd be nice.
Right
Super sprinters are a pain in the ass.
Soldiers have standing orders. No prisoners. No retreats.
Lucky punch.
I'm gonna pop these out because we need our explosive kills. We still need so many, man.
Monkey Song has a big finish.
Really, what I would like is let the monkeys get those kills, and I want the boom shriers. There we go. Perfect timing on that. 80 boom shriers. That was it. Perfect. Pop that out, and then we are on our way to exfil. Whee! Where is it? Over there? Okay, sure. Whoa!
Die again, I mean.
What's that? Escape artist? While using Ether Shroud artifact, enter the Ether Shroud 5 times. Oh, I didn't even know.
Rest now. We live to fight another day.
Hey, we got an achievement. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Deserve it.
Okay, so let's look where we ended up today, because that is it, by the way, today. I just can't do Vanguard zombies anymore. And that will probably be the last Vanguard zombies stream in a while. Again, taking the weekend off again. If I feel whatever, I might pop on, but the plan is to be back Monday. Same time, Monday through Friday. Normally we go 4 or 5 hours, but again, with this stuff, like, I just can't do this anymore. I'm not going to, so... Not even pretending. So we only went up 2 levels with her, which kind of sucks because we're really... The thing I want most, more than anything right now, other than, an actual zombies mode, is to unlock these skins. I want this more than I want Dark Aether camos. Like, not even close. Like, I definitely want that. And it said I had a thing here. I thought that was the standard one. That is the standard one, isn't it? Or is that the standard one? No, that is. Okay, so we'll put that on. That's it. So I don't know why it tells me, so I'll just clear that. So let's look at the NZ whatever. Level 48. We still need to get to level 70. Does that have more damage? Range? I don't know. Whatever. We can put it on. I don't care. We unlock that. Highly accurate, controllable. Reduce scope sway. Don't care. Don't care about the sights. I'm just going to leave the slate sight on it. It's good enough for me. Flinch resist, hip fire, aim lock move, speed. I'll put that on. Why not? Just to kind of switch it up. Flinch resistance, accuracy, recoil during sustained fire, which is pretty good. Because we do hold that hammer down. We'll just leave that as is, I suppose. We got a lot of these done. Pack-a-punch kills, which, makes sense, obviously. So, didn't manage to get any 10 in a row, apparently. Because those are impossible. In this game. You do actually have to focus on those, like, to get them. It's kind of nuts. Total elimination, we'll get that next time, like, very easy. And these are the boom shriers. Oh, I thought we only needed a total of 80, but I guess it's 100. Makes sense. So we'll get those again next time without even trying. That'll just happen. And we still have to unlock all these things, so that's going to take, a little bit. And, yeah, that's it. Okay. Stream over for today. Again, I've been streaming this a lot. Probably one of the most time streamed for this game has been me out of anybody. I'm fairly confident in saying that because I don't know anybody that's actually streaming it. But there's a reason nobody's streaming it is, again, I went over all of it yesterday and earlier today, so I'm not going to do it again at the end of this stream. But anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back Monday with something else. Maybe it's IW, maybe it's BO4, maybe it's BO3, maybe it's Cyberpunk. Don't know. It won't be Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies unless a miracle happens and they give us an actual mode between now and then. It's not going to happen, so I'm not trying to give anybody hope. It's not going to happen. But anyhow, all right, that's it. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Bye. Have a good weekend, by the way. Have a good weekend.